It's often joked about that engineers ask, how does it work? Accounting majors ask, how much does it cost? And liberal arts majors ask, do you want fries with that? It's funny, it's sad, but is it true? These days, majoring in the humanities or liberal arts sounds unwise. We've all read the statistics, felt the pressure, and heard the jokes. What's worse, misconceptions and assumptions are proliferating.
Do you think that within your college or with other engineers or liberal arts degrees taken seriously, or is there that reputation of being a joke degree?
It depends on, it's not just liberal arts, there are different tiers within it. There are some that are considered more of jokes, and then there are others that aren't.
Others discredit the liberal arts, saying they're too easy and less important to society than more technical majors and the STEM fields. But these assumptions grow in absurdity when pitted against individuals such as Dean Brady, who is Dean of the Schreier Honors College and a liberal arts major himself.
I started out chemistry, pre-med, so I was going to be a real doctor, as my grandmother likes to say. And when I decided to change my major, there was a certain amount of pushback from the family.
Okay.
And in particular, I ended up majoring in ancient Near Eastern studies with a concentration in Jewish studies and medieval church history. And then religious studies picked up along the way as we created the program. I was the first ever minor at Cornell University in religious studies. So,
Wow.
and there was an awful lot of discussion with the family, if not with anybody else, about what can you do with that. For me, it was I always knew I wanted to go on and do graduate work, do something beyond just the undergraduate degree. But I think that it's really important for students to major in things that they're passionate about.
These misconceptions take for granted the benefits and opportunities that a liberal arts degree offers. Yes, there are opportunities, and most of all, disregards the passion that has motivated both students and professors alike to study what they want to study.
In light of this, how do you feel about your future prospects?
About my future prospects?
Yeah.
I think that the classes that I've taken in Spanish and English, and different broad liberal artsy type classes, have definitely, I feel like they've made me smarter as an individual and relate to the type of experiences that I'm gaining outside of class. A liberal arts degree is so broad that I think that it really allows you to tailor yourself with your outside experiences instead of just putting you in a track. I'm really involved outside of class in different things that are starting to become a more unified direction.
What needs to be remembered is that success does not need to be predicated on one's choice of major. As Penn State's own Professor Casirios says, if a student's brain is developed, if his or her habits of attention and reflection are as refined as he or she can make them, then the student will be employed or will be admitted to a graduate program, no matter what the student's major. A major in itself carries no guarantee of brains or intelligence. So does this mean that the statistics are lying? Perhaps the better question is, what is the best way one can measure success for a liberal arts major? Or even, how can one achieve success with a liberal arts or humanities degree?
So if you absolutely love art history, nothing wrong with that. If you want to go on and do museum studies, for example, then it's a great major. Probably need to go on and get a master's in museum studies, but art history undergraduate is fantastic. But if you really, really love art history and you want to do that for your undergraduate degree, but you want to go on and get a job in a regular business career, there's nothing to stop you doing that. You just have to make sure you make good use of your summers.
Okay.
And I use the example of my sister-in-law. She was an art history major, but she did internships in HR work throughout her undergraduate career. And she has ended up as a very senior person in a national corporation. I mean, she's doing extremely well. All with an art history degree. She never did a business degree. She never did any other sort of graduate work. But she translated her opportunities that she had into additional opportunities.
Say that most of the humanities majors in this year's graduating class will be absorbed into another statistic about unemployment or low salary levels is to overlook the portion of students who defy stereotypes, the students that challenge assumptions with their drive and knack for achievement and go beyond the parameters that dictate that success is simply a six-figure salary and a cushy job.
So, do you see opportunities in spite of the troubling statistics and the annoying misconceptions?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about it, and I'm happier since I made the switch.